Hello, my name is Charles, and in today's video, we are going to go over two simple things to ensure psychological and physiological wellness for most people. Now, this is just two aspects of human life that I think, if attended to, right, at the bare minimum, if you were going to look at the bare minimum requirement to ensure that, guaranteed you got some wellness, you're feeling good, you're chilling, and you don't feel stifled, or you don't feel like, you don't feel like shit. If you want two simple things to not feel like shit, let me give it to you straight. The two basic things, if you have in your life, like you will not be depressed, are physical exercise and a creative outlet. Now, physical exercise can be dynamic, but it's got to be something where finally, some point throughout the day, you're in your body. You are not in your mind. You're not contemplating jack shit. You're not trying to figure certain things out. You're just in your body, fully in the moment. You're feeling, what to do with it. You're coordinating movements. That is one aspect that if most human beings have, right? I know now because survival is so guaranteed and so set up for us in today's society. We literally have now applications like DoorDash where if we want food, right? Back in the day, we had to plan a whole hunt. We had to figure out, how we're going to get the food. We had to go, chase it down, have a whole, right? We really had to move our bodies and get in there. Nowadays, what do? We scroll for maybe 20 minutes. What sounds good? Oh, that'd be really delicious. Oh, yeah, that's going to be really good. Oh, that Chipotle burrito. Oh, that, Chick-fil-A. Whew, that's going to feel so good, right? That's what we do. We literally have survival at our fingertips. Back in the day, we had to hunt. We had to get in there. So that's not to glamorize, right? Our objective well-being has probably demonstrably gone up. Our external well-being has probably gone up, infinite fold from our, tribal days. But that being said, we moved our physical body a lot. And so if you want, to not feel like shit, aka beat depression, right? Two things to not feel like shit. The bare minimum of what you can do is one is exercise. The second is a creative outlet, right? Humans, we all have emotions and thoughts and feelings and just a whole bunch of junk upstairs. Got a whole bunch of junk in our trunk and this stuff. And if you don't at some point, express or transform in a beautiful way the energy that is stored in all those thoughts and feelings and emotions or whatever, if you don't have some way to process it through the creative work, then you're going to feel like shit. You're going to feel stifled. You're going to feel awkward, like you can't say things, and it's going to suck. And so, at the bare minimum, right, if you feel let's say, something really grinds your gears. Maybe it's about the world or something in the news or some figure, and you don't have some outlet to channel that. It's going to manifest in negative ways. It's going to find another way to creep itself out, and you're going to act in ways that are not ways you want to act. It's going to be real bad. Or you're going to lash out at someone you don't want to, or you're going to feel like life is boring or it sucks. So, with all this passion and all this intensity, what are the two basic things? And that is, we need to not feel like shit. The bare minimum requirement to not feel like shit in life, because this is a wellness channel after all, is we need physical exercise and we need creative expression. If you have those two things, just bare minimum, some degree of creative expression where you can fully unleash, fully unload. This is what YouTube is for me. I can fully unleash, I can fully unload all my ideas and yap and explore and, come up with creative ideas and think in bet, right? And then physical exercise. Go for walks, do Tai Chi, work out at the gym, anything, right? Just some amount of physical exercise. And then, or even dancing, right? Some amount of being in the body and some amount of getting what's in your head out so you can be spacious and free and happy and feel good. Otherwise, there's an old quote, right, by Bruce Lee, one of my favorite people, and it's running water never grows stale, so keep on flowing. You ever seen a stale, thing of water? Stale water after, like a couple days or a week or however long, turns disgusting. If you find in nature some stale water, it's gross. There are flies and gnats and disgusting garbage. So if you want to be free from, turning your mind and body into a disgusting cesspool of depression, or in other words, addicted to junk food, staring at YouTube, miserable, wishing you could accomplish your dream, you just want to not feel like shit and be like a happy dude, then just physical exercise and creative expression. It could be writing, it could be, poetry, it could be painting, it could whatever. Just some amount of creative expression and some amount of physical exercise. I hope this helps, and trust me, it does work. There have been so many times in my life where I have experienced what others would have been miserable, or they would have this, that, and the other. But because I was having physical exercise or creative expression, I felt good and happy most of the time. I was not feeling like shit. So this is just a raw, honest truth. If you don't want to feel like shit and you just want to do the bare minimum, then at least exercise and do something creative. Get the junk in your trunk out. God bless and have a wonderful day.